Okay, so if you're going to explain the relationship between the structure and the function of arteries, capillaries, and veins, you first want to start with the function. The arteries are taking blood away from the heart. It's like A for away, artery away from the heart. The veins are taking blood to the heart. In contrast, the function of the capillaries is to be the site of the gas exchange. So the structure of them that allows for this to happen, if we first look at this layer here. So the layer that we observe, the outside layer in the case of both the arteries and the veins, is the collagen layer. But you can see that in an artery that collagen layer is very thick, whereas in the vein it's very thin. In the capillary it's not even present at all. And the collagen layer provides structural support. As it relates to the function, in the case of the arteries, it will resist the expansion of the arteries as a result of the high pressure that the blood is under when it's in the artery. It's being pumped to the rest of the body from the heart or to the lungs, either way, away from the heart. So it's going to be under high pressure. In such a context, you need some structural support, so it will resist expansion. In the vein, you don't have high pressure, you have low pressure, so you don't need such a thick layer really. The other layer that you want to look at is this middle layer. So in the cases of both the artery and the vein, this is the muscular layer. Again, this is going to relate to the amount of pressure that the blood is under in the arteries and the veins. In the artery, it's under very high pressure. And the muscular layer will contract on the pulse to maintain the pressure of the blood right to the tissues. Contrast this with the vein, where the blood is actually under a low pressure, so there's really no need for such a thick muscular layer because you're not withstanding high pressure, you've got a low pressure in there. Something which is not shown in this diagram, which would be present in the middle, and in both cases here, the middle part of both the artery and the vein is referred to as the lumen. So that's the bit through which the blood travels. Now in veins contain valves. Arteries do not contain valves unless you're referring to the arteries within the heart. That's slightly different. But around the body, the veins contain valves, and these are to prevent the backflow of blood, especially when the blood is flowing under such low pressure. Now if we look at the capillaries, we find a single layer of endothelial cells. So there's no muscular or collagen layer. This single layer of endothelium allows for gas exchange to take place between the blood and the tissues.